Once the opportunity arose for him to close the show, he did it in emphatic style.
Whatever he hits falls.
Give us some of that shadow boxing, go on.
I might have to get in there. Anyone, I could make super welter, surely.
Want to fight Florian against those fans?
No, mate,
yeah?
tell you what, mate, I won't fight Florian. Florian has got the support of an army. I didn't know who he was, and I've looked at him. He's like verified on Instagram a lot.
He's a big star over there. He's like former MMA fighter.
Yeah, I didn't realise. Was he former MMA? Was he MMA? Was he? Yeah, he
UFC,
looks good though.
I think, possibly. Yeah,
he looked good, man. He's like a hero when he walked in there. I thought, who's this guy? I love him. You know what I mean?
Anyway, I'm here at Oscar Webber's IFL TV MTK Global to announce MTK's latest signing, Jack Fincham. How are you, my man? You right?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Right, Ultimate Boxer.
Mate, Ultimate Boxer.
It's a good concept, isn't it? If you was a fighter and you was starting out, say, like, I don't know, 6-0, would you go for it?
I'll tell you why I love the concept, right? Because there's no, protecting your record, boxing journeyman, padding your record for yourself. It is geezers that are 5-0, 6-0, 3-0, haven't lost, over 3 rounds that want to come and take your head off. It's explosive. Everyone there is there to win. There's no one there to fill the gaps. They all want that money. So that's why I love the concept of it, because there's no protecting your record. It's just pure, adrenaline, energy. Want to win. Everyone's there to win.
And it's a mad night out, isn't it?
Tell you what, though.
It's my first Ultimate Boxer. I've done a few press conferences for it, but it's my first actual fight night, and it's so different to your average fight night, isn't it?
It's a party. That's the only reason I'm here, for the party. I can't even make the after party. I'm gutted. But I think the difference is it's a night out as well, because people that aren't necessarily into boxing will come and watch Ultimate Boxer, because you're going to see knockdowns, you're going to see knockouts. So people that wouldn't necessarily sit there and watch a 12-round fight would definitely come to this, have a few drinks, with their mates. It's a great atmosphere. There's music. It's a really good night actually, and they get to see a bit of action.
100%. Right. You said you had 26 amateur fights just sent off camera.
Yeah.
You were talking about getting back into boxing, weren't you, a few months ago?
Yeah, so I went back to boxing not that long ago, and then I started filming a TV show, so I couldn't commit as much as I wanted to boxing. And obviously with boxing, you can't play at boxing, you can't do it half-heartedly. You've got to be there every day in that gym working. Now I've sort of managed to work my life around the boxing. I've gone back properly. I do want to turn over. I do want to box pro. So I was meant to do it when I was at 18. Circumstances changed. I didn't do it. Then I went back to boxing. Had another senior fight at the age of sort of 24. So sort of 3-4 years ago. I lost that one actually, and it's a very, very good kid actually. I was at the wrong way, but now I've just got that fire in my stomach again. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I want to feel good about myself. And boxing is it's like a medicine, man. You just feel good about yourself in every way, shape or form.
And we're just having a chat as well. Obviously, you mentioned KSI and Logan Paul. It's more, obviously, they're in a massive bracket of different type of boxing fans. Making me push on my boxer. They're sort of they bring a different type of fan, and we're just saying that if you were to sell something, if you were to sell something out there, it would be sort of perhaps not just boxing fans, but it would be a different type of fan as well, and that's the way boxing's moving.
What I think's really important is that boxing does move with the times, and different audiences will think, I'll tune into that. So you've got all these YouTubers that want to watch Logan Paul and KSI that wouldn't necessarily go and buy a Pacquiao fight on pay-per-view. Do you know what I mean? But then you've got the likes of Billy Joe Saunders boxing on it. Hopefully they'll then go and follow his boxing career as well. So for boxing, it is really, really good. And it's just about sort of getting into different audiences, tapping into different areas kind of thing, which I think is brilliant. And I love the way boxing's moving. You've got to move with the times, and this is definitely, where it's going, and I think it's brilliant.
Just finally, I want to mention a friend of yours, Archie Sharp.
Yes. One of my best mates, Archie Sharp. Very, very good fighter. 16-0.
Defending his WBO European title. Yes. He wants Jamal Herring, the WBO champ. Do you know much about Jamal Herring?
I don't know much about Jamal Herring, to be fair.
I think there's a lot of boxing fans who he's maybe a bit of an unknown quantity, despite the fact he's a world champion.
Yeah. Do you know what? You're right. I don't know much about him, but Archie. We boxed together since we were kids. I'm talking this big, and I've watched him, win every amateur title there is. And then when I watched him go and, win that WBO European title, I was just like so proud of him. And after anything that's been put in front of him, he can deal with. He's a switch hitter. He can adapt to different kinds of fighters. And as he done against what's his name from Leicester? What's his name? The guy from Leicester he boxed. Woodstock.
Leon Woodstock. Yeah.
So when he boxed Leon Woodstock, I was there. He rolled his sleeves up and stood there and had a fight with the kid. Do you know what I mean? So he can do both. Everyone thinks Archie just dances around, but he don't. If he wants to stand around and fight, he can. So I think eventually he will get to that level. Might need a few more fights yet, but Archie will 100% be a world champion, and I can mark my words today, he will be. Because anything that's thrown in front of him, he deals with it.
Do you reckon you can get on his undercard?
I'm open to be on his undercard.
Archie Sharp world title defence.
Archie Sharp world title
Brentwood
defence.
Centre.
Archie Sharp world title defence, in my back garden, and Jack Fincham as the undercard on his debut. There's a dream.
That'll do.
That's the dream.
I'll do a few tickets, I reckon.
Got
20.
15, I reckon.
Oh,
15 max. Who's max?
Right, Jack, I'm going to leave it there.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you for speaking to IFL TV. And normally I say the fighters will catch up with you soon, but I don't.
Listen, we're going to catch up.
If you start boxing, we'll catch up.
Listen, I'm going to be in the circuit now. I can't stop moving. I'm all buzzing off these fights.
Or is it because you've had a few drinks?
No, do you know what? I actually haven't.
Haven't you?
I'm driving.
Oh, right.
Driving, yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's a shame.
ha!
Got me there.
Once the opportunity arose for him to close the show, and he did it in emphatic style.
Whatever he hits falls.